Mine work.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this year's Governor's Awards for Excellence in Public Service. It's an honor to be here with all of you to recognize the dedication and successes of Team ND. I want to, of course, first thank Lieutenant Governor Brent Sanford. He and I both have the honor of presenting these awards today, and along with the First Lady, we're filled with gratitude and the opportunity to serve alongside all of you and serve the citizens of the state of North Dakota. And as you know, has always been the case since our state began, that every day that there's team members from the state of North Dakota that are doing incredible things to serve our citizens. And today we want to take this next hour to recognize the extraordinary work that's occurring around our state and celebrate some of those exceptional team members and some exceptional performances by teams. First of all, we want to start off by thanking all the people who made nominations. This process is driven by those individuals who take the time to recognize their peers. And this year we received over 900 nominations from more than 44 different agencies, highlighting the accomplishments of your fellow team members. And we've got a great group of people that came here in person today. Thank you. I know we got another set of people that were here in person that grabbed some pizza, and hopefully they're back watching at their desks. And we've also got people, of course, watching, because now we've got team members in every county in the state, not just Burleigh County. And so those team members across the state are also watching. If you are from an agency and you're watching, and there's 44 agencies, and I think they're showing on some of the screen warmers of the 44 agencies, if you're like, hey, nobody from our agency got nominated, well, make a note for when the awards are next year, because these, again, nominations are peer-to-peer. And so if you don't see your agency up here, there probably was a high-performing individual or team, but perhaps the nominations just didn't get in. As members of Team North Dakota, we strive to empower people and improve lives and inspire success every day. And of course, we know the attributes and the values that we try to bring through in the work that we're doing, of courage, curiosity, humility, and gratitude. And you're going to see and hear about that in our award winners today. We also have cultural aspirations. We say that it's not things that we do all the time, but we aspire to do. And that's to make sure that we every day, when we're buried in bureaucracy and we feel, overworked, underpaid, and underappreciated, that we remember that we're here to serve citizens and we maintain that citizen focus. When we're frustrated about that things maybe aren't going our way, we got to have that growth mindset and remember that challenges make us stronger, make us better, help us do our work better, and that we know that no matter how long we've done a job, there's always a way to do it better, and we got to keep growing no matter where we are in our career. Leadership everywhere, we talked about, and many of you and many of these award winners and the nominees have taken great advantage of the tremendous management programs that we now have available online. I know that we've got cabinet leaders that have taken every single Leadership Everywhere course that's been offered online, and it's made them better leaders. But Leadership Everywhere isn't just about people who've got a title that says they're leading. You're going to hear today about people that work on the front lines, and their efforts on the front lines have inspired others. Every single person who works for the state of North Dakota has an opportunity to be a leader, and that's why we say lead everywhere. And Work as One, great examples here of breaking out of the silos. When you have something new, share it with your peers, share it with your fellow coworkers, share it with other agencies. And then, of course, the reason why we all do this is we're here to make a difference, and you're going to hear a lot about people who are making a difference. And a heartfelt thank goes out to the members of our cross-agency selection team who dive into the difficult task of narrowing those 900 nominations down to the winners today. We're going to give out 8 individual award and 4 team awards that are here. But I just say again, we want to elevate the fact that if you're one of the nominations, one of these 900 nominations, some people received multiple nominations, so it wasn't 900 individuals, but and we're only giving out 8. But we are going to be having these cute little stickers. I say cute because they got a great little bison on there. Governor's Awards, Excellence in Public Service, 2022 nominee. You can put this on the back of your cell phone, put it on the back of your laptop. Wear this sticker with pride the whole year. The only people that are getting these are people that got nominated. And so if you were nominated and didn't get an award, you're going to get one of these shortly. But again, we want to say congratulations to all the nominees. And again, the nominators, the nominators, we wouldn't have an award ceremony without the nominators. We do have a gifts drawings for those. The way you get your name in that is you do nominations. So those are the people that are eligible. And if you submitted a nomination, your name is in this thing. I think Amra's going to have, we're going to get started with this. Brent's going to pull a few names out over there. But if you submitted 10 nominations, your name will be in there 10 times. You can win twice on this one. This is one of the only ones you do. We do have some people that were prolific nominators. If we have a nominator whose name is in there more than 10 times and they win all the door prizes, we're going to recommend that they just quit their job and go buy a lottery ticket today. But we're going to start off with that. We're going to do 5 of these right now and 5 at the end. And this is to recognize our nominators. These awards you do not have to be present to win, but let's pull 5 names out there, Brent, and we'll get things rolling. Right off the top, go ahead. You can read them off over there.
All right, I get to start. Sean Martin. Come on down if you're here. Mariah Rademacher. Chantel Freilich, Rhonda Amundsen, and Jim Silrum.
And Jim Silrum is here. Jim, thanks for all your dedication to the state, and thank you for being a nominator. What we have is $25 gift certificates. I think you're getting one for Shields right there. We've got them from people around the state from different places that they can go. But again, let's give a round of applause for all of the nominators that put out the nominations. Before we jump into the awards here today, I just want to again say North Dakota's leading the nation in so many ways. Ingenuity, the dedication, extraordinary team member efforts. But before we get started with our awards, just yesterday we learned of a award. There's going to be more of a major announcement, but we all know that one of the well-led arms of North Dakota government is the North Dakota National Guard and the North Dakota Air Guard. Yesterday I was at events with both the Air Guard and the Army Guard. And we were doing a send-off for the Guard in Fargo at the Civic Center. We had over 650 people there as we sent off 120 troops. And then out at the Air Guard at the 119th, the Happy Hooligans, they have won. General Atomics gives out an award to all the 40, there's 40 different units. Almost all of them are regular Air Force units that fly the Predator in active combat missions. And so this is a highly competitive group. This is the first time ever a National Guard, Air Guard unit has won the top award out of all those 40 groups. And so the General Atomics Trophy for having the Air Force's most outstanding remotely piloted aircraft squadron across all duty, all active duty, all reserve and Air Guard unit went to the Happy Hooligans. We're going to hear more about that later, but we'll kick off today by let's give it up for the Happy Hooligans. And with that, we're going to jump into our first award, which is the Heritage Award.
Heritage Award honors an individual who has shown resourcefulness, determination, and personal integrity, overcoming obstacle after obstacle to do what's right by the citizen. We all know the phrase communication is key. This year's Heritage recipient has demonstrated an extraordinary commitment to their citizens, both around the state and within Team ND. This individual is a champion for good internal communication among Team ND. Their vision has transformed and improved the method of communication to all team members of state government through the development and rollout of the Team ND Connect intranet, closing a significant gap in how we communicate as an enterprise. They have also played a major role in the development of the state's first statewide communications network made up of communications professionals from across state agencies and designed to encourage collaboration and sharing of ideas between state team members as well as learning and development. The statewide communications network has been a game changer for statewide communications, and participants regularly comment on the benefits of being connected. Her work has been critical to addressing primary concerns for the state, such as talent recruitment, storytelling, and showcasing the state of North Dakota as a great place to work. She is the driver behind the Team ND newsletter, and her vision even led to the implementation of interactive self-guided tours of the Capitol, accomplished at minimal cost due to her creativity, innovation, and ability to work collaboratively.
I think everybody knows that I appreciate really good PowerPoints, and I've seen firsthand that this award winner's got skills in that arena as well. And for her commitment to quality communications, which allows the state to better deliver messages to our team members and to our citizens in a way that connects with and speaks to the intended audience, and for helping others develop storytelling skills and telling great stories herself. Please join me in congratulating our first award winner today. She's been with Team ND for 8 years. She's the communications director for the North Dakota Office of Management and Budget. So please help me congratulate the 2022 recipient of the Heritage Award for Citizen Focus, Jen Robb. Get to be in the middle. Congratulations. Right there. You know, the best part, you can say a few words.
Your turn.
I just don't even know what to say. Thank you so much, Governor and Lieutenant Governor, for this incredible honor. And the budget staff for getting me over here. Appreciate that. I do have an incredible passion for communications in our state, for educating fellow communicators, and just for working for my state in general. I don't have words for how much I incredibly love working for my state, and I enjoy sharing that passion. I really, really would like to thank our fellow communicators, because without you, we wouldn't have a network, and I appreciate your passion as well for communicating with each other, sharing ideas, and really teaching each other. And so just really want to say thank you so much. I don't even know what else to say. What an honor. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Jen. Next is the Harvest Award. The Harvest Award for Excellence in Quality is given to an individual who has made an exceptional commitment to quality, which they have demonstrated in their everyday work, month after month. The results of their leadership and dedication to making a difference have proven to be a true harvest shared by everyone in their organization. This year's Harvest Award recipient delivers quality year after year in a position critical to supporting the integrity of elections in our state. They are widely regarded by their colleagues, members of the public and press, and candidates for office as both an expert and a helpful, active partner in navigating North Dakota election law and process. In a highly charged environment with a fluctuating workload based on the election cycle, this individual excels in answering the questions of candidates, elected officials, and voters, even at times with answers that they may not want to hear. Approaching each interaction from a place of positivity and a sincere desire to provide excellent public service. From campaign finance to petition filings, the exceptional commitment to quality work and assistance demonstrated by this individual is key to ensuring that North Dakota continues to enjoy free and fair elections with a high degree of integrity.
One nominator for this award winner shared that she's been a faithful public servant for more than 3 decades, and yet she keeps going stronger and stronger than ever. With a dedication to ensuring the integrity of North Dakota elections and serving as an invaluable partner and resource to state government, candidates for office, elected officials, voters, and the public, it's our honor to recognize State Election Specialist in the Office of the Secretary of State and recipient of the 2022 Harvest Award for Excellence in Quality, Leanne Oliver. And Leanne wore her UND shirt for Brent.
Way to go.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Oh, boy.
A little bit so it doesn't glare. There you go.
Your turn. Yeah.
Boy, to say I'm surprised is an understatement. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you to the office. Al, we've worked together since what, 1992? And I wouldn't be able to do this without Jim, Al, the elections people, and granted 30 years of answering thousands of questions and looking at millions of signatures, and all you guys present, just write neat whenever someone asks you. It would be helpful. But again, I just want to thank everybody here, and this is such a surprise. I was not even thinking about this, so thank you.
Well deserved. I think we've also proven conclusively one other thing, and that's the Secretary of State's office can keep information confidential. Thanks, Secretary, for helping make that a big surprise for Leanne.
Next is the Sodbuster Award. The Sodbuster Award for Excellence in Growth Mindset is presented to individuals who embrace challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. They actively seek out and incorporate feedback from others to improve their own knowledge, skills, and abilities. This year's recipient has sought a growth mindset in the pursuit of innovation over regulation. During their time with the Department of Mineral Resources, they led the multi-year effort for North Dakota to receive Class 6 primacy from the Environmental Protection Agency, allowing North Dakota local control in permitting injection wells for carbon capture. In achieving primacy, North Dakota has become a world leader in the research and implementation of carbon capture, utilization, and storage, expanding opportunities for researchers and industry alike. This individual has been involved in all of North Dakota's approved and in-process Class 6 permits, and in their current position works directly with industry on the implementation of CO2 storage projects. Seeking opportunity to continue growth through learning, they also lead the Plains CO2 Reduction Peace Corps Partnership, a multi-state initiative to addressing regional capture, transport, use, and storage challenges facing commercial CCUS deployment. North Dakota is leading the world in the deployment of CCUS, and we're doing so with the assistance and leadership of this individual.
Our award winner today is fresh back from a out-of-state conference where he was leading a meeting of the Peace Corps partnership that Brent was just speaking of, and he continues to lead by example and share tools for others to follow, which is cementing our significant leadership as a state in this super important area of carbon capture, utilization, and storage. For his leadership and tenacity in pursuing opportunities for North Dakota and our energy industry and our ag industry, for both Class 6 primacy, which is we're the first state in the nation to get out from underneath the EPA to be able to permit a Class 6 CO2 well, and for embracing innovation over regulation, supporting our goal of becoming a carbon neutral by 2030, and really through this work driving what's now tens of billions of dollars of capital that is interested in coming to our state because of this leadership around CCUS. He's been 3 years in his current position following previous service in state government. He's currently the Assistant Director for Regulatory Compliance and Energy Policy at the Energy and Environmental Research Center, or EERC. And he's this year's recipient of the 2022 Sodbuster Award for Growth Mindset. Please congratulate Kevin Connors.
Congrats.
Congratulations, Kevin. Yep, there you go. Yep. Growth mindset, he knows how to hold the plaque too. He's got the
Well, thank you. I'm honored. I really appreciate this opportunity, and praise God, all the glory to God on this. And for those of you, which is most of you in this room, don't know me. I was given an opportunity, a life-changing opportunity in my mid-20s, and I got a second chance at this life. And because of that, I look at life differently, and I see challenges, and I look at them as opportunities, and I approach things with that can-do attitude, and I couldn't do that today without my beautiful wife and my children. I'm a dedicated father and husband. I look at this excellence in public service, and I think about excellence in service. I'm a man that wants to serve my family first, and they're the ones that motivate me in my work. And so I want to recognize them. I wouldn't be here without them. We were literally on vacation, and I was told I had to be in Bismarck to meet with the governor. And we cut it short, and that's because I have a wife and children that truly support me. They know that I'm the provider of the family, and that's first and foremost. Second of all, I would not be here without Lynn Helms, the director of the Department of Mineral Resources. Lynn took a chance on me. I was young in my career. I was just getting started, and he gave me this opportunity to lead North Dakota's efforts in developing the regulatory frameworks, the regulatory program for carbon storage, and he gave me that opportunity, and I took every chance I had with Lynn. Lynn is the best oil and gas director in the country. He's a very smart man. I've always tried to learn from Lynn. I modeled everything I did after what I would learn from Lynn. I'd watch him, I'd observe him, and so I have to give him credit. And then there's the EERC and John Haryu, who's here, Ed Stedmans, who's here, Jim Sorensen. These men also gave me an opportunity. I've been given so many opportunities in North Dakota. I remind my children of that. I remind my family of that North Dakota has been so good to us with these opportunities. And ultimately, it's about, I want to be the example first and foremost for my sons and my daughters, to show them what a godly man looks like that works hard. And I've been called a lot of things in my life, but I've never been called a Sodbuster. So thank you. I'm very appreciative. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Kevin. Well done.
Congratulations, Kevin. Next is the Zazula Award, One Who Helps. The Zazula Award is presented to those state team members whose work and care goes beyond a simple job description. They are those team members who go the extra mile to make sure questions get answered and citizens are satisfied. They are the one who helps, providing aid when needed and seeking no recognition. This year's Zazula recipient has gone above and beyond their usual job duties to develop innovative solutions to challenges and then share those solutions with others around the state, always seeking opportunities to improve efficiency, team member safety, and customer service. This individual has strived to embrace innovation and technology for their team. They worked to install metered chemical mixing stations to provide pre-mixed quantities of chemicals for cleaning and sanitation, preventing waste and, more importantly, spills that could expose and harm team members. They implemented a propane tank monitoring system allowing team members to check propane levels remotely with an app and set alarms for low levels, saving team members the need to physically and individually check tanks every month, something the team particularly appreciates in our winter months. This individual is also an inventor. They developed a snorkel air breather system for the department's cross-country ski path groomer, solving the problem of the vehicle pulling in snow, causing the engine to misfire and not run properly. After testing his solution with positive results, he made sure to share photos and plans with other properties to duplicate and operationalize his innovative solution.
For seeking innovations and efficiencies that benefit the whole team and really going beyond that, we talk about work as one, but all the things that Brent talked about were shared. They started moving across the agency, in this case, across from one state park to another. But please, prioritizing again the safety of our team members, the experience of our citizens. Please join me in congratulating. He's a 15-year veteran maintenance supervisor at the Turtle River State Park and the 2020 recipient of the Zazula Award for the One Who Helps. Let's give it up for the award winner, Shane Grove. Congratulations, Shane.
Thank you. I'm honored. Still can't believe the amount of hours it takes to run just a single park versus, all of the parks in North Dakota. It's a team effort. Thank you.
Thank you, Shane. Congratulations. The next Frontier Award for Excellence in Continuous Learning. The Frontier Award for Excellence in Continuous Learning is given to an individual who has actively sought out new frontiers of learning by increasing their own knowledge through a growth mindset and becoming a center of knowledge for their peers. In this way, they are championing education throughout government, introducing us to new skills and tools that make us more effective at what we do. This individual identified a need in North Dakota for trained professionals with the skills to serve children with dyslexia, a reading disorder. They took steps to educate themselves through extensive research and consultation with other experts. Then, understanding the need and demand for a more extensive knowledge base in the state, they worked to create a certificate in dyslexia, or CD, the first CD in the state. In creating the CD, they developed courses from scratch, created materials to market the courses, and work to identify and hire instructors. Making a point to meet students where they are and taking advantage of current technology, these courses will be offered completely online for professionals across the state to benefit from acquiring evidence-based knowledge and the latest skills in helping individuals with dyslexia.
Our award winner has become a resource for colleagues in and out of the state and for learners and even members of the legislature, empowering us all to better serve individuals with dyslexia. This award nominee's got a special impact for our family. One of our children has dyslexia, and to grow up in a world today with all the tools and advances and people like this that care about these solutions can make a real difference versus if you'd been born 100 or even 50 years ago. So for her action, I know that she's making a difference in the lives of children. She's making a difference in the lives of family, changing the trajectories of their careers. And I want to just, again, thank her for taking action to build her own knowledge, providing formal learning opportunities for professionals in North Dakota, for her work of creation of evidence-based courses and a recognized certificate in dyslexia. And it's an honor to recognize her. She's been serving the state of North Dakota for nearly 18 years. She's a clinical associate professor at the Department of Communication Sciences and Disorders at the University of North Dakota. And she is this year's recipient of the 2022 Frontier Award for Excellence in Continuous Learning. Congratulations, Sarah Robinson. Congratulations. There you go.
Thank you so much for the award and the recognition. It honestly seems a little silly to get an individual award for this because there are so many people in the state that really made this happen. There's a huge group of kind of grassroots families who wanted change called Decoding Dyslexia, and that helped push legislation forward with Michelle Strinden. And that was the path really to get a certificate started. And then Leah Kugel and her team at Department of Public Instruction helped to make the certificate available and good credential for teachers. I develop the courses and teach them, but we have teachers that take them from all over the states that work all day and then come spend their own time so that the kids of North Dakota can be better readers, especially those kids with dyslexia. So I won this, but the kids are the real winners and those teachers who put in the time to learn.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Sarah. The Landmark Award for Excellence in People Management honors a manager who has generated a remarkable spirit of unity and purpose in their agency, providing their team with the plan, the support, and the role model necessary to succeed. As a result, their team is enabled to make a true difference for citizens. This year's Landmark recipient is an individual who took on the management of a team responsible for thousands of devices and hundreds of applications serving all of Team ND, improving morale in their team and increasing customer satisfaction. In the words of one nominator, they took a team struggling with morale and deliverables to a team that believes in itself and works vastly smarter, not harder, than it had done before. Under her leadership, the team continues to make process improvements, gaining efficiencies for the team and seriously improving customer response times and quality, and ultimately improving productivity for over 8,000 team members. Stepping into the role, they reorganized the team to better engage team members and allow team members to pursue areas of focus. They have also sought opportunities to develop and implement new ideas in desktop support. This individual has made a point to embrace gratitude through recognition in their team, creating opportunities for team members to share recognition with one another, as well as comments from the citizens they serve, continuing to inspire success among the team. One of her team members shared, by showing that she really cares for each of her employees and believes in the skills and principles she portrays, she has continued to improve the agency and the state by carrying these principles forward with her work and her team members.
Our award winner today is a courageous leader, and she's met challenges with compassion and inspiration, leading her team to some of the highest customer satisfaction rankings in all of the NDIT team. She's improved team member morale and satisfaction, supporting a team that's critical to the efficient operation of our entire state. It's an honor to recognize, after 27 years with the state of North Dakota, End User Computer and Collaboration Manager, and this year's recipient of the Landmark Award for Excellence in People Management. The award goes to Monique Durgan. Congratulations.
Oh, I was tricked to get here. So thank you. This is really a great honor. It goes to the leaders that I've had throughout my career that really saw things in me that I never could see in myself, and showed me the way to practice servant leadership with my staff, and honestly, just care for your staff, do everything for them, and you work hard for them, they'll work hard for you. I have an amazing group of people. They're truly exceptional. The team is amazing. So this goes to you guys too. Thank you.
Congratulations, Monique. The next award, the Telegraph Award for Excellence in Technology. The Telegraph Award for Excellence in Technology is presented to those team members whose use of technology has transformed how we as state government interact with our citizens and how they interact with us. Technology is changing every job and every industry, and state government is not immune to these forces. We need team members who embrace the opportunity technology provides us to better serve our citizens and seek to be on the cutting edge of change. This individual's enthusiastic leadership has brought new technologies to one of North Dakota's oldest pastimes. Instrumental in developing the electronic posting legislation, they became a trusted source of information for legislators, landowners, and sportsmen alike. Under their leadership, North Dakota became the first state to use such an application, allowing landowners to post private land electronically. In 2021, the first year of implementation, nearly 4 million acres were posted electronically. This year, 8 million acres are signed up for electronic posting. Following the success of electronic posting, this individual is spearheading an application for hunters and anglers to download directly to their smartphone for easy access to pertinent information, and has developed and has helped develop and launch the user-friendly Where to Fish web app.
This award, the Telegraph Award for Excellence in Technology, may seem like an odd name because telegraph is old technology, but the Telegraph, when you think about the distances and the early days of settling in North Dakota, was a complete game changer. For information to be able to move faster than, at that time, the fastest mail could move was the speed of a train, and there weren't trains everywhere. So when the train finally reached and crossed the river in Bismarck in 1883, it was the telegraph came shortly after that, and Linda Slaughter, who was who's thought to be acknowledged as the founder of the North Dakota Historical Society, was also the individual that was selected to be the first person to send the initial telegram from Bismarck. And just through the luck of whatever the draw is, no participation from my standpoint on this, but she turned out to be my great-grandmother. I didn't have anything to do with that, but she's an inspiring woman of history for all of us, but she was the one that sent that first telegraph, so we acknowledge this award and remember back to the time when that breakthrough technology changed everything. And it's really, when you think about what's happening with this electronic posting, transforming land posting, I mean, this has been a battle between hunters and landowners that's gone on, and it turns out regulation wasn't the solution. Innovation was the solution. Brent and I talk about all the time, innovation, not regulation. This is a breakthrough. Other states are looking at it, and this thing is going to continue to grow and grow and add more capability and around, how do we manage that? And it's actually creating, we talked about this at the cabinet meeting, they're going to create a platform for even stronger relationships between landowners and hunters going forward as people voluntarily share their contact information and do these signups. So it's an honor to recognize the business operations manager for North Dakota Game and Fish, and who was a key individual in helping to drive this legislation and capability forward. But he's this year our 2020 recipient of the Telegraph Award for Excellence in Technology. Let's give it up for Brian Hosick. Brian. Brian travels with his own communications team too. He's got his own, got paparazzi following him around.
Thank you, Governor. Truly an honor. Definitely someone brought their A game for the nomination there for sure. With this project, definitely hats off to Senator Earbley and the Natural Resource Committee. Just bringing citizen members to that committee to study that, and kind of bringing landowners and sportsmen to kind of go through a long-standing issues we talked about, I think was key to the success of that project. So also hats off to the Game and Fish team. Definitely a lot of recognition for you guys too. I think you guys should stand up back there, since this was kind of a surprise here. So I think they should too. Game and Fish team, go ahead. Come on, stand up. Back at you. Ron, you too. Yeah, I'm surrounded by a bunch of great people and amazing talent, and it just makes solving real world issues a lot easier. So thanks again. Appreciate it.
Congratulations, Brian. Next, the Pioneer Award. The Pioneer Award for Excellence in Innovation recognizes an individual with a pioneer spirit defined by their drive to innovate and eagerness to embrace changed opportunities. Innovation pushes us to find new solutions to old problems, opening a world of opportunities for those we serve. This year's Pioneer recipient is an individual who has embraced technology and continuous data collection to change how North Dakota manages its water resources and responds to water emergencies. This individual has been instrumental in the development of nearly 300 pushing remote sensors, presense, presence, sites statewide that collect many forms of environmental data, including precipitation, soil, and water level in real time, and upload it to agency databases. These cost-effective and nimble units allow the agency to accumulate previously unavailable data leading to better, more informed decision-making that continues to set our water resource management ahead of others throughout the country. With this improved data collection, state officials, local emergency managers, farmers, and all North Dakotans are empowered with the ability to make the best data-driven decisions in real time.
This is another fantastic example of innovation over regulation. The presence monitoring system is exactly what we need, and we need more examples like this in every agency in the state. This is a high-quality, real-time, low-cost data collection. The opposite is, you know, pickups and clipboards and team members driving around. When this agency was faced with a huge backlog in getting out water permits, one of the reasons why we were slow on doing that is you got to go out and measure what's flowing through all these streams across North Dakota. Well, that takes time, it takes resources, it takes people, it takes whatever. Well, what if we could do that with a device that costs less than $500, it's solar powered, it automatically uploads the data, and then we can get the permits out faster to citizens. And then this thing became an example for all agencies. When you can't get out permits, that constitutes, in my mind, an emergency. The leadership of this organization went to the Emergency Commission and got more resources in between the sessions to get more of these devices put in more places. Whether it's a drought or a flood, having better data can help us manage our water resources. This is so important. So anyway, this is just like all these award winners. This is a solving big problems in a super cost-effective way, and it's helping drive down for our citizens, you know, this backlog of water permits. So there's a big, like always, these are a team effort, but for his role in implementing the presence monitoring system, prioritizing data-driven decision-making and water management, please join me in congratulating. He's a 26-year veteran with the state of North Dakota. He's the Director of Technology in the Department of Water Resources, and he's the recipient of the 2022 Pioneer Award for Excellence in Innovation. Give it up for Paul Moen. I'm thinking you don't wear a tie every day. Maybe somebody tipped you off, or.
I was told I was going to a meeting with legislators.
Oh, okay. Well, now you'll have a picture of him wearing a tie for the first time in 26 years too. So it'll be
You had your speech ready then.
I guess first and foremost, I'd like to thank my wife and my son for putting up with all the hours that I have put into the presence device, because number one, working on it is fun, and I actually like doing it in my off time. But also thank Chris Bader for being a supervisor that allows us to innovate and basically go that extra step to do things that, you know, obviously the Department of Water Resources really believes in data and believes that data is the key to, you know, the decisions that need to be made in the future. And if we collect that data now, we'll be able to do that, you know, hopefully with all the information that we need to make good decisions in the future. So, but yeah, thank you. This is a very good surprise. Thanks.
Congratulations, Paul. I can tell you this is one of the governor's favorite projects.
It's fun. We get to transition now. Yes, it is one of my favorite projects. We get to transition now to, I should just say for Paul and those, I've thrown out numbers like 10 times higher than what we have out there. So I know we're at 300, but I think 3,000 presents would be good, just to know there's runway ahead of us. We have a lot of, what do we have, 71,000 square miles in North Dakota. I mean, I was even in a meeting with Sean Riley, and we thought maybe we should have one per square mile. So there is a vision where you'd have 71,000 of those, and then Sean tried to one up me and say, well, we should actually be collecting, what was it, per square meter? I think inch. We're going down to inch now. We're talking big data. Okay, but those are the 8 incredible awards for individuals. Let's say thanks to all the award winners for the individuals. We're 2/3 of the way through our awards. That's there 15,000 team members in North Dakota when you include higher education, which we do in these awards. There's of those, 8 of those. So again, a real honor to those people that won those awards today. Thanks to the nominators. And now we had lots and lots of, there's countless number of teams that are working across the state, but we got 4 of them this year that we want to recognize. This is the Roaming Buffalo Award. It's given to a team. It can be with a team, can be within an agency, or even better, across multiple agencies. That is truly exceptional. And those groups collectively demonstrate the innovation and project execution, courageous curiosity and problem solving, using technology to increase efficiency. They represent the best in class. They're the kinds of things that our citizens can visibly see and understand what it means for us to be world-class providers. And clearly as a team, they're definitely moving people together. They're working as one. And we can draw on the collective talents across all of the agencies in our state. We can make teams that are even stronger than the sum of their parts. And of course, we know that we have the great heritage. We got named after the bison, which is now the official mammal of the United States of America, but certainly was part of our history here in the Great Plains. And the bison roamed, and where they roamed, they did good things for the soil and the land as they moved around, and they were, of course, the source of sustenance for our early indigenous people here. So I think appropriate. And then these are traveling trophies. So if you win these, you get them for a year, and then they move on to somebody else. So they actually literally do roam. But we've expanded the roaming bison herd. The roaming bison we just have 1, then 2, and now we've got 4 in the herd. So we're giving out 4 awards because there's so many incredible ways that agencies and team members are working as one. So Brent's going to kick us off with our first roaming bison recipient.
With that, our first roaming bison recipient today is a team that pulled together to support the state and our citizens through historic storms in April of this year. Through a 3-day blizzard, April 12th to 14th, that dumped record amounts of heavy wet snow on much of the state and saw wind gusts over 60 miles per hour reported. And a spring storm, April 22nd to 24th, that saw freezing rain coating power lines and poles with ice, creating blizzard-like conditions and a loss of power to thousands of customers in northwestern North Dakota. These agencies work together for long hours in dangerous conditions. Team members at the Department of Emergency Services, Highway Patrol, and the DOT work together to enable transportation to needed medical treatments for our tribal partners. Team members of Parks and Rec work to pre-position snowmobiles in critical areas, which were ultimately used by Highway Patrol and others to rescue stranded citizens and respond to emergencies. DES worked with local snowmobile clubs to provide assistance and transportation in hard-hit areas. More than 350 operators and others in DOT worked tirelessly to clear pathways for law enforcement and medical workers and for power crews needing to access downed power lines. Dispatchers with North Dakota State Radio spent up to 3 days in the office ensuring efficient and appropriate responses to emergencies around the state, weather-related or not. These are only a few examples of the incredible work of this team to ensure the safety of citizens during the storms and an efficient recovery in the aftermath.
Brent and I were directly involved in the recovery issue behind this. We had 53,000 people in northwestern North Dakota without power. We had ranchers with significant losses because this was occurring right during spring calving. We had, communities without power, and that included, hospitals and schools. But there was just incredible work both ahead of, during, and after these 2 storms. And so with that, we'd like to recognize our first Roaming Buffalo recipient, this 2020 Spring Storms team. We know there was hundreds of people involved. We'd like to invite a few people down to represent that group. And so hold your applause till I get through all of these, but invitees to represent this big, broad state effort are Captain Luke Hendrickson from the North Dakota Highway Patrol, Eric Upton from the North Dakota Department of Emergency Services, Monty Lee and Rick Sigvaldson from the Department of Transportation, Miranda Jangula from State Radio, and Sean Johnson from Parks and Rec. Come on down, all of you, if you're here. Thank you. Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations, Luke. Congratulations. 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 Well done. Good job.
Who gets to take this back to their office?
Someone's got to hold. There you go. A little more, team. Here we go. She's trying to get that light off your forehead, so we from the screen. Back row, back row. Sean. We'd like to have somebody say a few words, if we could. If each of you can hold your remarks to 5 minutes, that'd be. And say your name too, Eric, so people know who you are.
Eric Upton, Planning Section Chief for the Department of Emergency Services. Anytime DES is involved in receiving an award, you can understand that it's not only us. We truly work as one. We're the collaboration agency. So when some of these folks up here, DOT, Parks and Rec, HP are a large part of what we do all the time. These are relationships that are built throughout the year, not just during emergencies. So we really appreciate those relationships. We had the spring storm and we of course went into flooding. And so there are a couple other state agencies I'd just like to mention: Department of Health, Human Services, Water Resources, National Guard. This response went from those storms, the winter storms, through some flooding. So I'd also, from DES especially, like to call out our response and planning section, who's mostly over here. So, but anybody from DOT, HP, or DES, please stand up. We had some guys down here already, but please stand up if you're part of any of those teams. We really do appreciate working with all the agencies across the state. I think the Lieutenant Governor was reading a lot of what was going on, so I don't think I'll go into individual agency things, but thanks to everybody for the recognition.
I'm Luke Hendrickson with the Highway Patrol, and I was selected to speak on behalf of the DOT and the Highway Patrol. So I would like to thank all the employees for the DOT, the plow operators, the engineers, all the communication people that were working with us during those storms, and then also the troopers for the Highway Patrol that were working. We had very long hours, very, very dangerous, sometimes deadly conditions that we were working. It was not ideal at all. But to expand on that, the DES and Parks and Rec played a vital role in our mission and helping us accomplish what we wanted to do. Parks and Rec provided us tracked vehicles because our squad cars became undrivable. There was just too much snow and even our plows were getting stuck. So we used the tracked vehicles a lot during those storms. When it came to specifics, civic groups, it was mentioned on snowmobile groups around the state, but Snowmobile North Dakota and Minot, I would like to thank them personally because they saved our troopers and snowplow operators that were stuck out on the highway. So they brought them home that night. And then one more, I'd like to mention the state radio staff, their supervisors and dispatchers. They put in 3 days, like the Lieutenant Governor said, but they also stayed at our training academy, left their homes and stayed there just to make sure that they can make their shifts so that we could have communications, because that was vital during that entire operation. So thank you very much.
Our next roaming bison goes to a team that started the year as 2 separate agencies and through an incredible effort is ending this year as one. Directed by the legislature to create the Department of Health and Human Services, this team worked collaboratively to transform how it collectively meets the health and well-being needs of North Dakotans. From developing an integrated organizational structure to streamlining processes and aligning programming to calmly and concisely communicating changes to team members and citizens, this team undertook the extraordinary task of implementing change in an agency providing some of the most critical services impacting the health of all North Dakotans. Organizational change can be difficult, yet this team has worked to ensure that the transition was as smooth and efficient as possible across 7 work streams, including operations and customer experience, program integration, communications, finance, HR, change management, and culture, and information technology. We know that this work is in some ways a first step and look forward to the ways that the agency will continue to optimize service delivery. As a unified health and human services team, HHS has the opportunity to transform the citizen experience and help North Dakota become the healthiest state in the nation.
This combined agency will touch virtually every family in North Dakota, from the youngest of us to those in the eldest in our state, through all kinds of execution on state and federal programs. And for their collaborative and thoughtful work to create an agency and a team that builds on each other's strength and provides North Dakota citizens with the services needed in an efficient manner, and guiding through this challenging integration process involving over 2,500 team members. We'd like today to recognize the DHS integration team. Specifically, we'd like to invite down here to say a few remarks the Department of Health and Human Services Deputy Commissioner Sarah Stolt and Executive Director of Public Health Dirk Wilkie. But let's give it up for the entire DHS and Department of Health, the Roaming Buffalo Bison Award recipients, for their integration work. Congratulations. It's heavy. Perfect.
See, look at that coordination.
Dirk and I are going to share our duties of comments. Just want to thank all of the team members from HHS, our newly formed agency as of September 1st. But specifically today, I want to call out the Enterprise Steering Committee with representation from the Governor's Office, with Tammy Miller, with Dr. Wiebe, our State Health Officer, and with Chris Jones, our new Commissioner of the Department of Health and Human Services. They really provided the vision and the guidance to our integration leadership team to help us execute the 7 work streams and the over 50 projects that were identified. And we know that today the work isn't done. We became one agency on September 1st, but we still have much work to do to continue to create the healthiest state in the nation. So it's great to be a part of this team and happy to be here.
And I just want to say that this really is a HHS team award. The participation and engagement we received throughout the entire process, that's what made this successful, whether it was town halls, work streams, getting feedback, or just challenging us to be more than the sum of our parts. We have an awesome team. And so I think the state of North Dakota is lucky to have the HHS team, and we're lucky to be a part of it. And so just grateful for all the work that they do, and congratulations, HHS team.
For the next Roaming Bison Award, as North Dakotans, we know that our state is a land of opportunity. We have the space, innovative mindset, dedicated workforce, and more to ensure that business can find success here. This Roaming Bison team works hard and has had great success in promoting North Dakota as the ideal place to invest, locate, or grow business. And in doing so has brought investment and opportunity to communities and citizens across the state. In the past year, we've announced not 1, but 2 soybean crushing plants in North Dakota, representing over $700 million in investment. Billions of dollars worth of data centers are now in development across our state. Our status as the nation's proving ground for unmanned aerial systems testing and development continues to grow. Our manufacturing sector is thriving. We continue to diversify our economy through biosciences, technology, value-added agriculture, tourism, and more. And through it all, this mighty team at the Department of Commerce is working behind the scenes to attract capital and talent, create jobs, and support economic growth that benefits all North Dakota citizens. In the past year, this team has been engaged in more than $30 billion of identified projects where people have indicated an interest in coming to our state to invest in value-added energy or value-added agriculture. For leading the state's effort, sorry.
It's okay.
I'm not done.
We've had so many people have been involved in this, and I do want to also acknowledge, not officially part of the award, but Brent Sanford has been involved in so many of these economic development projects. When Brent and I ran, we understand if we're just going to ship our ag commodities out of state and ship our oil and gas out of state, then what? We're going to be just always dependent on the price of those commodities that we can't control. But if we can add value to them here, whether it's soybean crush plants or ethanol plants or animal agriculture or oil and gas or ethane production, data mining, using our state's resources here to be able to drive those, to be able to combine all that with the carbon capture, we can do that. We're on a path that we could have the highest GDP of any state in the nation. So economic development then, of course, drives our ability to do all the other things that we want to do in education and healthcare and infrastructure. So it always comes back to the economy. And we've got a very small team in Commerce, one of the 4 different departments within Commerce, the ED&F team, Economic Development and Finance, but they have been literally flying around with this small team, engaging with all of these companies that are moving at the pace of the private sector. They're trying to decide, do they invest in North Dakota or do they go to some other state? And so this is not a take a number and wait. This is like, we got to respond. We got to go now. So this small team's been doing a fantastic job, and whether it's attracting new business, retaining existing, or expanding our current businesses, they're out there on the front doing that. They're working with the local economic development teams, and they're part of a much larger team, which again, this roaming bison recipient today going to the Commerce Department's Economic and Development Finance team, and representing them to speak today on that behalf is Rich Garman. Congratulations.
Thank you, Governor. Thank you, Lieutenant Governor. And I owe Josh one, by the way. So thank you so much. I've been with the department a little less than a year, in fact, about 5 days less than a year. I worked in industry for 30 years before that. And to come to an organization like this that is so sought after from people from around the world that want to work with us, it's unbelievable. People from Turkey, Japan, they're begging to come to North Dakota. They know where we're at. They know what we have to offer. The team we're working with too, unbelievable expertise that's on our team. From the guy I'm mad at right now, Josh, all the way down, the 4 developers that we have in our department too are unbelievable. And we couldn't do it without Jolene too, who refused to come down here with me. But Jolene keeps us all going in the right direction. Like the governor said, we're flying many different places. Jolene keeps us going in the right places. But again, thank you so much. It's so much fun. I love my job. And I think all our developers love our jobs too. And we're bringing more business than we can even count sometimes to North Dakota. So thank you so much.
The last Roaming Bison Award is the extracurricular activities our students participate in can often be the first introduction to a lifelong passion. This team worked to make a crazy dream a reality, creating for the first time ever in the world a high school state championship for cybersecurity. Teams of mixed boys and girls from all over North Dakota representing 13 Class A, Class B, private and tribal schools went head-to-head in a 3-day challenge of the title of Cybersecurity State High School Championship. Students participated in 4 rounds of various competitions such as capture the flag, multiple choice questions, research and analysis, hardware demonstrations, and more. Orchestrated and managed by team members from DPI, NDIT, and Edutech, along with the tech sponsor Palo Alto Networks, the competition attracted national attention and created a new platform for students to engage in a forward-thinking industry, while also helping develop homegrown cybersecurity talent to help secure our future workforce. The Cyber Madness competition has become a model being adopted in states and countries around the world. In North Dakota, it has had an invaluable impact on participating students, providing opportunities to explore a critical field and support learning growth. The first Cyber Madness was a wild success, and with plans in motion for the 2023 Cyber Madness, we can only expect that success to grow.
I want to say this award just makes me smile because, having an opportunity to interact with other governors, and every governor in every state is trying to always outdo each other on the same things. When people find out that you've held the first ever state championship in cybersecurity, they're all like rushing to their staff and going, "Why didn't we think of that before they did? And we should be doing that too. And how did they do it?" But this is a fantastic thing, and it's again another example of North Dakota leading. We have a huge shortage in our nation of cyber talent, and we're getting attacked tens of millions of times a month by not by somebody in their PJs in the basement. We're getting attacked by state actors that pay people every day to get up and go to work. And whether that's Iran or North Korea or Russia, it's happening all the time. And we've got a small team here that's doing a great job defending us. But on top of that, you'd think they would be like the most overworked people in the world. Because even though we're blocking like 5 nines or 6 nines worth of the attacks that come in through the systems we put in place, if like 0.000001 of those goes through, I think at the cabinet meeting this week, it was another 5,000 things that we've got to have individuals actually attacking. So that, think of your inbox had 5,000 things coming through that were on that edge of the margin where everything else had been solved automatically, but the stuff that is the hardest to solve is the thing coming through. That's what our team is doing. But we've got to get young people understanding that A, they can do it, B, it's fun, and it's important and purposeful work. And so to see the high school kids and their enthusiasm, the diversity of the kids that were there is fantastic. I know that when we got Cyber Madness for the second state championship, I'm guessing the thing's going to double or triple in size now that the word is out, and we'll have a chance to be leading the nation in this aspect as well. And if any of you last year, any agencies that didn't participate in supporting this, but if you've got people in your in any aspect of your business, whether it's communications or on the IT side that want to volunteer, the Cyber Madness team will be looking for volunteers to help support the next high school state championship. But right now, for being on the front end of this, we want to congratulate our final 2020 Roaming Bison Award recipient, the Cyber Madness team. And here to speak on behalf of that group and that big team is the Awareness and Outreach Program Administrator, NDIT's Information Security Division, Tony Auckland. Let's give it up for the Roaming Bison team, the Cyber Madness team. Bring them all down, make them stand.
All right, thank you very much.
Team award, congratulations.
It's heavy.
Yeah. I also was tricked here, but what a wonderful honor. Along with the agencies that Lieutenant Governor Brent Sanford mentioned, we have the Career and Technical Ed here with Tracy Becker and our Department of Public Instruction. But inside of NDIT, we've also had our security teams, our admin staff, and our comms team really help with this, along with EduTech and other agencies, as the governor mentioned, to support. We have emergency services, we've had Department of Health. So we've had a huge amount of effort that came into this, and a lot of players that we don't always work together. So it's a real pleasure to have that working as one and being able to bring these items together. As the governor mentioned, having and Lieutenant Governor in 2023 being a big event, well, we're also announcing a middle school version here in October. and November. So we're very excited to be able to see this thing grow, and we absolutely expect the high school version to double in 23, along with the middle school being here very soon. The announcement will be very soon. But thank you everybody for your time and for those who nominated us. It's been a very humbling experience to bring us all together. It was really great to have the teams there, Palo Alto Networks to support us there. We're going to have a lot of new ideas and new efforts for the next coming events. Thank you very much. I want to mention one more thing. I'd be remiss to not mention this with Sean Riley, who came to me with this and said he wants to make cybersecurity tournaments more popular than basketball in North Dakota. So we might need more resources than we think to get that rolling. But thank you very much, sir.
Well, I'll just say first thing, I don't think any of us were hired for our speaking ability, so I'll make this really quick. One of the things, we can't really overstate the importance of cybersecurity in not only preparing our kids for what they're doing next, but really protecting. If you hear all these innovations people are doing, all of it involves data, all of it involves computers that are connected together, all of it involves something, and if we're not supplying our kids with that knowledge for that cybersecurity to move on to those next levels, we're not really preparing them for the next challenges, to be able to keep innovating and keep doing these things. And really for us, it was really about the kids and watching those kids get so excited doing these competitions and watching them just laser focused on doing their task. It's just really inspiring for us to watch. So thank you.
This has just been an absolute wonderful experience to be able to work with those other agencies really across the state to really forward the whole cybersecurity and cyber awareness initiative that we have going on in K-12 education. And so this is just one more thing that we can add on for those students to just make the whole state a little bit better.
Well, again, let's give it up for all of our individual and team award winners today. Before we go, we've got 5 more gift cards, which Amra, Brent can draw over there for the nominators. And then for those of you that are here that have been here in person, we have 2 gift cards that you must be present to win for those people that are trying to leave right now. And if you're signed in here, your name is in, and very shortly we're going to get a chance to get those away too. Go ahead, Brent. These are for the nominators.
Stephanie Starr, Russ Korzeniewski. Was I close? Andrew Cashin, Melinda Padilla Lynch, Jim Borud.
Thank you, nominators. And we'll if you're not here, we'll contact you. But now for the must be present to win, and these I believe are brick oven certificates for right here in Bismarck.
2 of these. Must be present. Adam Dvorak, Highway Patrol.
All right, I see Adam's here. Okay, we got 1 winner.
Michaela Halverson. I heard yes.
Just walk back in the room. Okay, perfect. There she is up there. Okay, we have 2 winners. So
still legal.
Thank you guys. Thank you all for being here. I want to thank everybody that was participating online and watching today. I want to express our gratitude to everybody for the amazing work that they do in North Dakota every day. And certainly I want to thank all the nominators, all those that were the nominees that were nominated. And in closing, I just again want to say again the values that we talk about. You know, the curiosity, if we can bring that every day, the world is an amazing place filled with wonder. We just have to maintain that childlike curiosity about the work we do and how we can do it better. We have to bring that humility that says that no matter how long we've done the job, we know that there's ways that we can learn. We can learn from those that are different from us. So often today we end up being afraid and try to demonize people that are different from us, whether it's walks of life, economic levels, where they're from, what their religion is. If they're different from us, we got to understand that those are the people that we can learn the most from. And so let's just maintain that humility and that curiosity, and then have the courage to take our place in the arena, to step in and be willing to fight to make a difference. If you've chosen to work for the state of North Dakota to serve, and you're proud of the fact that you're serving the citizens of North Dakota, part of that service is having the courage to say we can do it better and differently. We can transform the way we do these approaches. We have to be willing to take those risks and be in the arena, and if we really are operating with a servant's heart. And approaching, the challenges and opportunities that we have, whether it's an opportunity or a challenge, we got to think about approaching those from a place of gratitude, because we're alive and we're living in a state that's gotten so many gifts. We're in a country that has so many freedoms, and we can make a difference in all those in the lives we serve. And as it relates to gratitude, again, today was operationalizing gratitude. That's why we created these awards, is we want to model for all the leaders and all the agencies that everybody can be doing recognition events like this during the year. It doesn't have to be once a year from the governor. You can do it within your own teams and your own agencies. But William Arthur Ward once said, feeling gratitude, not expressing it, would be like wrapping a present and then not giving it. So if you have gratitude towards, family, friend, neighbor, coworker, that gratitude showed in all the people that took the time to submit a nomination. They unwrapped that present and they gave it, so thank you. So thanks to all the team members. Thanks for being here today. Thanks for those that are online, and most of all, thank you, Team ND, for the work you do every day, going above and beyond, whether it's during a blizzard or whether it's facing other challenges that we have, to innovate, to do things differently, to serve our citizens, share your talents with the great state of North Dakota. And in that way, we can all reach our fullest potential. Thank you, and have a great day, Team ND. Thank you, Lieutenant Governor Brent Sanford. And thank you for the team, Amra, Danny, Jody, and everybody else, and everybody here, Clint, everybody that worked on production of this thing. As we close, let's give our last round of applause for the people that helped produce this event. Thank you.